Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play The Witcher 2. When we left off last time, things were really horrible. There was just a slaughter in town. Humans against non-humans. And so we had a big one. Geralt died in such a slaughter. Where humans get it. It's always the innocents who pay. And that's the frustrating thing really in probably pretty much any conflict. It's always the people just trying to live their life that it comes down on hardest. When Geralt died, he's in a town of people just trying to live their lives, non-humans just trying to live their lives, and then people freak out, and there's a sudden whole riot going on, and it's all of a sudden, all these people, all these citizens are killing their neighbors, the people they've lived with. I don't know how you do that. Like, I don't know my neighbors that well, but I could not imagine killing any of my neighbors. I don't know, it's horrifying to me. Like, okay, you're afraid of the Scoia'tael, but the Scoia'tael aren't your neighbors. They're not the people that live by... And that's a little naive, because it's possible the Scoia'tael could infiltrate the city, and their neighbors could be abetting the Scoia'tael, but I just can't ever imagine just killing someone because they happen to be the same species or the same race or whatever as some other group that's been heckling me, you know? So we had that when Geralt died, and then in the first game we had the uprising in Vizima, and then here now in Flotsam. Again, people turning around, just killing the poor non-humans who are doing their best to try and coexist with people. I mean, it's just going to feed the hatred. It's just going to make this problem get bigger and bigger. So, I don't know. It hit me a little weirder than I thought it would. I know I could have tried to talk a lot of the peasants down, or Geralt's a scary guy, he could have just intimidated them, go back to your homes, but that wasn't enough for me. That they would do it in the first place, I don't know, there's something broken in them, that they could even harm their neighbors like that in the first place. So, no, I cut them down, and I don't feel bad about it. And now, yeah, we're gonna go to the barge holding the Scoia'tael prisoners, and we're gonna release them. I can't, more and more, I just can't, man, I feel for the elves here. What are they supposed to do? If not fight, what do they do? People just refuse, or not people, humans refuse to treat them like people. They refuse to give them any sort of equality. Alright. That's what we're gonna go for. So we need to meet up with Iorveth. We're gonna give him the note that Margot gave us, because I definitely want vengeance for the dead whore. I mean, like Margot said, yesterday they were telling her she was beautiful. They were more than happy to pay her and have their fun. And then today they decide to kill her just because she's an elf. Bull. It's a bunch of bull. More and more on the Vernon Roach thing. I've calmed down a bit. I don't really hate him, but we're working at cross purposes. I don't think we can really have any sort of... I can't count on him, and he can't count on me. We have different objectives. We've got different alliances. It's just not going to work out. So, I don't wish him harm, but along the lines of Triss, I don't think it's wise to really have anything to do with him. We're at opposite sides of this conflict. So, okay, what am I tracking now? And really, we should look at, we've got some stuff completed, so. Alright, all the way down here. Ba-ba-bum. The Rose of Remembrance. Interrogating Karen made Geralt feel strange. Perhaps it touched a nerve, and it certainly caused anxiety. The Witcher could almost hear the memories locked away in his mind, calling for freedom and battering at the door that kept them from him. I could swear we read this paragraph before, but we're going to finish it anyhow. Seeing the Witcher's behavior, Triss decided there was no time to lose and asked Geralt to find a Rose of Remembrance. This powerful psychoactive agent could hasten the recovery of his memory. The Witcher went off to find the rose alone, even though this irritated Triss somewhat. Too bad, Triss. He didn't know where to look for the flower. Actually, we had a really good idea, but Geralt didn't. But he was counting on luck and on Lavendin's residents, who knew the surrounding forest like the backs of their hands. He also knew that he could always go back and ask Triss for help. Well, seems like really the residents would know more about the surrounding forest than Triss anyhow. The Witcher asked Anezka about roses of remembrance. The young woman admitted that she had had one once, not because she'd picked it herself. She'd received her rose from an admirer. Yeah, we read this when I couldn't find said. After some haggling, that was the other thing, I'm still smarting from Cedric's death. We're gonna take a minute to comment on that. To me, that honestly feels like yet another argument kind of against Triss. It was so sad when Cedric sang, "I killed another Dwan." And he didn't, you could hear the regret in his voice. That's not who he wanted to be. I think it's very fair to assume he was drunk when it happened. We'd just given him 81 orans, and he was looking to get drunk to stave off visions. Visions that Triss knew that he had. Like, why was he even there with Triss, spying on Sheila? Why would he even be there? And then to kill the bodyguard, and I feel for that bodyguard. He's just a bodyguard hired for the sorceress to keep her privacy. And someone working for another sorceress, who's also of the lodge. They're supposed to be part of the same sisterhood or whatever. Has her wacky sneak in and kill him. I don't know. I feel like Triss used Cedric. He was drunk. It doesn't excuse it, and he is at fault as well. But I think she definitely took advantage of a guy who was drunk. You know, and she could have done more. She could have. We're gonna harken back to the books. When it talks about the relationship, the very brief relationship she'd had with Geralt way in the past, it was on a time when he was on again, off again with Yen a lot, and it was on one of the off times. And she had used some magic to sway Geralt into hooking up with her. It says in there, that right there is really scummy, I think. Personally, I think it's scummy the way that Geralt and Yen met, too. She mind-controlled him and sent him out into the town and then had him publicly spank an official. I mean, I'd have been done with her forever after that. I don't know why Geralt found it appealing, but for whatever reason he did. But anyhow. So, I don't know. This is pure speculation, but knowing that and knowing what I know about Triss, I wouldn't put it past her to have used some kind of magical influence on Cedric to get him to come with her to spy on Sheila and take out the bodyguard. So we can't say necessarily that happened. I can't necessarily pin that on her, but I have a suspicion it was probably something like. Alright, anyhow. So we succeeded in bribing Cedric. In exchange, we got this map indicating the location of the ruined elven gardens, as well as sites where certain herbs grew in areas haunted by monsters. Without a doubt, this information was well worth the coin the Witcher had spent. Glancing at Cedric's directions, the Witcher set off to find the elusive rose. The roses of remembrance grew amidst the elven ruins, and Geralt picked one. He admired the view for a moment before going off to give the flower to Triss. You should know that Geralt and Triss had grown weary of missions ordered by crowned heads and of saving the world, whether in its entirety or in part, not to mention their exhaustion with pursuing secret organizations. When the Witcher brought back the Rose of Remembrance, they had a long talk about private things which until then had been continuously put off. The sorceress wanted to leave it all and flee as far as possible, to keep a low profile with Geralt, somewhere away from all their problems. The Witcher, however, wanted to repay his debt of gratitude to Roach, and so left to speak with him. We read this before. Why is it updating me? Did I read it and then die and have to be back? Probably something like that. Anyhow, where is Triss Marigold? Triss was in danger. The Kingslayer wanted to force her to open a portal to Edirne. Geralt ran to Flotsam as fast as he could. There was no time to lose. A single heartbeat could decide whether the sorceress lived or died. Well, I mean, if she cooperates, then she'll live. And what of Flotsam? Iorveth had won, and his victory wrought bloody revenge upon the people of Flotsam. They, in turn, avenged themselves on the non-humans living in the trading post. But those non-humans weren't the ones that hurt them, so it's bull. It was a pogrom that would echo through Temeria for years to come. Thatched roofs set alight, the streets were piled with corpses and smashed barricades. Geralt ran through blood and flame to the inn to find me waiting there. Only I knew what was happening with Triss. Somewhat surprised by Geralt's haste and preoccupied with the events occurring at the trading post, I answered the Witcher's stern question with surprise, telling him that Triss had gone to see Sheila. Gone to spy on Sheila. Then I looked at the Witcher's face and understood that this was no joke. I joined him for moral support. In Sheila's room, it looked like the devil had danced there. My trained eye immediately recognized that a fight had been his trained eye. His advice was actually, it was pretty fantastic, but this is an interesting description of how things went down, Dandelion. Feverish, we searched for any clues to tell us what had happened with Triss. The good book says he who seeks shall find. In the wall separating the sorceress's room from the neighboring den of pleasure, we found a hole with at least one purpose. Someone could peek through it and see what was happening in Sheila's room. Never had the Witcher run so fast to a brothel. Today I know what happened in that room, but back then it was a riddle, and a difficult one at that. At the brothel, we learned that Triss had encountered the room with the elf Cedric and spoken with someone through a magic device called a megascope. Had entered the room. There had indeed been a fight, and Cedric, our sole witness, had fled through the trading post gate, wounded. Ordinary folk would have had to wait until morning to begin their search, but no night is too dark for a Witcher with a dose of the cat potion. Unwilling to waste even a moment, Geralt went off to search for Cedric, following a trail of blood. Unfortunately, it was too late for the elf. Before he died, he managed to explain that he tried to fight the Kingslayer in Sheila's room. Letho had forced Triss to open a portal through which the Tormentor and his victim departed for the town of Vergen in Edirne. What happened to Sheila in all this, though? I had a feeling Triss was dead, but the Witcher had to find her, of course, or at least her body. I don't know, I'm more optimistic than you, Dandelion. I don't think she's dead. He doesn't... Letho's an interesting character. Like, the things he's shouting in the battle with him, I quite like it. Like, the why must you hound me and all that, and when Geralt's all like, well, your murders got pinned on me, and Letho's just like, well, you shouldn't have been there. You know, I mean, he doesn't actually have a fight with Geralt. He doesn't have a problem with Geralt. Geralt's just happening to stand in his way. And I think it's the same thing with Triss. He doesn't actually have a hatred of Triss. As long as she teleports him, that's all he's really looking for. I think he will let her go beyond that. I don't think he really cares about her beyond that. He just needed a means to get there. So, at a crossroads, let's go talk to the Scoia'tael. Because that's what I really want to do here. And where are they? Oh, at the bath. So, before I go the wrong way, I need to hook over here to get to the path, yes? I don't know. Like I said before, I'm still almost feeling, well, I mean, okay. I can't expect Geralt to just abandon. Well, I don't know. I'd be really mad at her. I'd be tempted to abandon her. Ugh, would I totally abandon a friend? Even a kind of a fair weather friend that I know I can't rely on if I had a fear that she might be killed? Because I'm sure Geralt isn't thinking, Letho won't hurt her, she'll be okay. No, he's probably worrying that she's going to be killed. Hey guys. Oh, you're not going to mess with me this time, eh? Good.
Iorveth awaits you. Do on.
Good job guarding, Ulf. I can find him. Okay, there's Iorveth. Alright, I'm just messing around a bit, because I can. Hey Zoltan, I'm gonna talk to you first.
Be sure to speak to Iorveth, Geralt.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Alright, let's do this.
Where is he?
He forced Triss to teleport them both to Edirn.
No.
Yeah, I'm
The
not happy
Scoia'tael
either.
in Edirn will pay for my stupidity with their lives.
Elias, ready the unit to march. You'll leave immediately.
What about you? 2 days on foot. Okay, so yeah, there was a massacre and it was really horrible.
There was a massacre in Flotsam. The streets run red with your brethren's blood.
He doesn't care.
I know, that's why I need
Oh, does
your
he?
help.
I thought he'd just
You
be
want
like,
me to murder
their
him
city,
with
so
your
whatever.
side?
I wish death upon every one of those Dwan. But that's not the point. Upper Edirn is our goal.
Alright, what's so important there?
Why Upper Edirn?
The Pontar Valley is a juicy piece of meat beset by hounds.
The Scoia'tael bite hardest.
It's our land. Our forefathers' land. I'm no bandit, Gwynblade. I lead a great army.
I can't be upset with them for wanting an elven state. They do. They just want a patch of land. All of this land used to be theirs. Although before that, all of it used to be the dwarves. So really, the dwarves have but all of them have been forced back at this point by the humans. They just want a space that can be their own, where people will just back off, you know? Somewhere to live where they don't have to be constantly the very, very lowest dirt in society, you know? I don't think he does. I don't think he cares about the power to set himself up to be king. I think he just wants a place for his people. And yeah, he's old, and he's saying it's their land, the forefathers' land. This guy's old. Elves live a long time. He may well be old enough to remember, like, before humanity came, when this really was all theirs, you know? So...
It sounds like you want to establish an elven state.
And why not?
There is already an elven state. Dol Blathanna.
Yeah, but it's under the control of
Francesca
Nilfgaard.
Thunderbear rules there.
Rules. She merely carries out Nilfgaardian orders.
Yep.
We want a truly free state, where an elf could visit a human inn. A land where humans could enter the forest without fear.
Hey, I am all for that. You know, I'm not even... I don't know. I don't even want to... Let's hear his answer. I don't think he does, and I don't want to insult him, actually. Because I think he means that, and that's all I really want, too, Iorveth. I want us to just be able to live next to each other. I don't know why that's so freaking hard.
And you plan to be king? King Iorveth I?
I've already told you. I know the head the crown would fit. We merely have to place it there.
He did say that.
Whose head is it?
Yeah.
One who believes in integrity, honesty, and honor. A person who won't sell out to Nilfgaard for a few florins. A woman named Saskia.
Is she
The
your
Dragon
fiancée?
Slayer. No, Geralt, we heard that name.
Windblade.
It sounds like she's more important to you. Not just a woman whose head would fit the crown.
So?
You'll understand once you meet her. Soon the whole world will hear of the Virgin of Aedirn. A woman blessed with extraordinary courage.
The Lodge sorceresses
Has she
are already
proven
tracking her.
courage, or is that just talk?
She defeated a dragon.
I hope we get to meet her. She sounds very interesting. I'm very interested. I want to know, like, this is a hardened warrior. Who's got him so hopeful? This is what Kieran was talking about, wasn't it? Their actual hope. I don't know, more and more. I'm totally siding with you, Iorveth. I get where you're coming from. Alright, so...
You said you're going to Vergen.
True.
Why go to a dwarven town?
Be less hostile than a
Henselt
human town.
and his army have pitched camp on the right riverbank. The Virgin and a sorceress gather reinforcements to defend Aedirn.
What sorceress?
Which sorceress?
Philippa Eilhart.
Oh!
What's a Redanian sorceress doing in Aedirn?
Only she can reveal that.
Not happy to hear Philippa's involved. That's sure to make things complicated. She's a slippery one I absolutely do not trust. Alright, so then.
What does the leader of an army expect of me?
That you accompany me to Aedirn. Perhaps you'll find your sorceress there.
Might as well,
You'll
Geralt.
certainly find someone who will soon change the balance of power in the north.
That's 2 days' travel on foot. You'll never make it in time.
I have a plan.
What plan?
What plan?
First, you must agree to help us.
Alright, fair enough.
I need to know more before I decide.
No, Vatgern. You helped me with Letho. That's the sole reason we're speaking. We may both be pursuing the same son of a bitch, but I haven't forgotten the company you arrived in.
Fair enough.
Make your choice now. I'll let you go if you refuse. I couldn't do that later.
Well, looks like we do not get to go talk to, Roach then. I don't know. I can't mind it too much. If he'd have let us go to think about it, I would have gone over and talked to Roach. But at this point, once we commit, I don't think it would be wise to talk to Roach. It's best to just go our separate ways. Alright then.
I can help, but I need to take care of something first.
Be quick. I shall wait.
Oh, he will wait? Okay. But still, it's not going to be wise to talk to Roach at this point. Maybe I should do it anyhow. I'll try and have a decent conversation with him. We'll see what kind of things we can tell him. Alright,
Have you considered my proposal?
yes, but there's something else I need to tell you. Ugh. We need to give him Margot's letter.
We'll get Letho together.
It's important.
Excellent. We've no time to lose. We need to capture the prison barge.
You want to enter a town where they're massacring elves?
Yeah, we're gonna put a stop
Take
to it.
back what I said. You're not grandiose. You're mad.
My mother claimed likewise.
Alright. Completed quest. Let's take a look. Oh, come on now. Here we go. At a crossroads. Geralt was at a crossroads. He had to save Triss Marigold, yet he was incapable of handling this problem alone. The Witcher needed backup, a fact he knew all too well. After our discussion, it turns out he could ask either Iorveth or Vernon Roach for help, but cooperation with one excluded good relations with the other. Yeah. Geralt went to make his choice. But did he choose Iorveth? Yes, he did. The Witcher and the elf made a deal. In exchange for help in liberating prisoners kept on the barge, Iorveth pledged to take Geralt to Aedirn, the place where the sorceress in distress was. Are they just going to take the barge there? Would that make it faster? Well, no, he told his guys prepare to march might mean prepare to march on the town, and then we'll take the barge. Alright. So, we need to go back to town, right? Or the floating prison. Okay. That's where it's... Alright, that's where he wants us to go. Do we even attempt to, like, go talk to... I want to talk to Zoltan some more and see how he feels about all this. Wait, let's remember the way out. This is not it. It's through this gate. I want to check in with Zoltan and Dandelion. I want to know where they're going to end up going. It wouldn't be wise to talk to Roach, but I kind of want to talk to Roach. I feel like I should at least attempt to try to leave things on not openly hostile terms, but I don't know that that's really possible. Well, and where do I think I'm gonna go? Going into town isn't gonna help anything. That's all battle sieged and stuff. I should just... Yeah, I need to just follow Iorveth, meet up with him. I should have just gone right with him. Oh well. Alright, this looks like right about where I'm heading for. Yeah, there they all are.
I'm here.
Oh, we're gonna go through the town that pops up
The trading
the
post is in
trail, right?
turmoil. You sure this is a good idea?
We'll not enter the town. We'll divide the unit. Take my best scout and attack from the harbor. I'll sail downriver with the others. Most of the guards should be at the trading post.
So we're benefiting from the massacre?
Not the way I'd put it, but yes.
Right.
I'd resort to a trick. This sounds like a little bit of it. Okay, let's see what he says.
The harbor could still be dangerous.
What did you expect, a tea party?
It's not that. We should trick them, as we did Letho.
We can't expect any support in the harbor.
But most of the guards are at the trading post. There's only a handful to deal with on the barge.
Fine. They'll be dead before they can reach for their swords.
Then we can signal the others.
None will get away this time. All right, let's do it your way. Skoyatal, Evelian! Riot!
Riot!
Follow me!
Alright, Zoltan?
It's a dog's life, Gareth, I'll tell you that much.
I know. You're not entirely on board with this, but it's better than the alternatives, so it's great. Hey! When did you show up, Dandelion? Alright. It is good to see ya. I know, I've been kind of mad at him. But I don't really want to be. About the whole... I don't know. To be fair, with the whole Triss and everybody not telling Geralt about these people who are so important to him, they should have, but we haven't seen as much Dandelion and, well, I already, said I didn't blame Zoltan so much, because he didn't really know as well before. We got to know Zoltan mostly after the amnesia. But we didn't really see all that much of Dandelion before, you know, before this point. There was all the stuff going on in Vizima, but that was really busy times, and there were big things going down. We just saw him here and there, and then after that, he and Zoltan took off, you know? So, I still feel like he should have told, but I don't think I'm gonna be really that mad at him.
This is the place.
We have to
Not as mad at him.
Piece of Lembas.
What?
Nothing.
Lembas?
Lead.
What was it? Lembas, the Lord... is that a Lord of the Rings reference? Anyhow, and mostly also because in the past, generally, Dandelion has been a really good friend to Geralt, and I don't feel that Triss has. She's done a lot of shady things. We've talked about it a bunch. It gets pretty clear my thoughts on that. I find her much harder to forgive. Alright. Look, guys, I captured Iorveth.
Halt! Who goes there?
The Witcher. I've captured enough.
Never mind that I cut down a lot of your...
Catch. That's Iorveth! Loredo'll piss himself with joy.
He ordered me to take him to the barge.
Ha! We're about to sink that
And they're gonna
heap.
drown all of them
Right
on
here.
there.
What? And foul the water? No. We'll drown them down river.
Let's go.
They're not even gonna attempt to pretend that it's something for justice, you know?
You're
try 'em or anything.
Caught. Close the gates tight. I don't want a flea slipping through.
Now,
Want
villagers,
to hear something funny?
don't any of you do anything to ruin this.
I made life for these Dwan a living hell, yet I've never been here before.
Now that you see the hell you helped to create, what do you make of it?
They see me for the first time as well.
They've
Yet I
got
sense
you,
not a
Iorveth.
hint of remorse.
Should there be any?
I suppose not. They wish to
They've
watch
got
me
you,
die, and
Iorveth.
I wish to watch them die. It's the way of things in this world.
The other side of the coin.
A concept devised by philosophers in Oxenfurt who have never set foot in Flotsam, or any place like it.
No one's going to die today, Iorveth.
No, a lot of people probably.
Commandant's paid lackeys.
Well, we already cut down a bunch of villagers, and I don't feel sorry about it. They brought it on themselves. Shouldn't have attacked their neighbors. It's
Oi,
disgusting.
Where are you taking that elf?
To the barge?
It's Iorveth. Larita ordered me to put him on the prison barge.
Fuck me, Iorveth himself. The son of a bitch shot me brother. Mind if I settle the score a little?
Yeah, I do.
Stand aside. There's no time for that.
Why not?
Because I
I
said.
have orders to take him to the barge.
What are you then? An elf lover?
Pretty much, yeah. But
Out of the way, or you won't know your mouth from your ass.
To hell with it.
that's right.
Let the son of a bitch rot in his shackles.
Yeah, they're going for it anyhow. No? Just closing the way behind? Okay. I thought they were going to try to sneak in something.
Did you see that little Dwan whore? I like his kind best. Killing them is like pulling weeds. Strangely relaxing.
Because you know that he's filled with
Thank
hate.
you, would
But
you?
Oh, my manners. Consider yourself my hero.
is that the whole conversation? I want to hear everything you got to say. I am not excusing him. I'm just saying, I understand his hatred for people with an attitude like that. People that... I mean, I understand that guy's hatred too. This guy killed his brother. Yeah, he's pissed. But all of... The whole problem, all of this stems from the humans just refusing to treat any non-human as though they're a person. That's what it comes down to. They refuse to accept anyone else as equals. If they would... I mean, that's all they're fighting. That's the really saddest thing about all of this, I think, is that the non-humans... They're not trying to dominate humanity or anything else. They just want equal rights. Why is that so bad to just treat them equally? I mean, come on, humans. Stop sucking so hard.
And where might you be going?
I'm going to the barge.
Take
Get out of
Iorveth
here.
To the barge. Larito's orders.
Oh, all right then.
Yeah. Back off. Get back to where you were. All of you, just stay out the way. Alright, so when is the jig gonna be up? Are we gonna fight all these guys on deck, and then all of these ones here on the docks rush to their aid? Can we get below decks?
I'll take those on the left. You go right.
Alright, we're doing it right here, apparently. Well. Okay, well that guy's dead, but the first two probably aren't. Not that I'm overly concerned about it, but, you know. I'm not happy killing people, but it's gonna happen in a situation like this. Okay, we gotta... Oh, boy. Okay. Focus, Linnea, focus. Yeah, they're gonna get me. Okay.
Don't be gullible.
Nope. Okay. Let's try again. Yes, please. No time for any potions or anything. Ah.
Don't be gullible.
I'm coming. Whoop.
I'll beat the shit out of you!
Oh. Oh. Alright. Bomb. A bomb will be good. And I got him. Let's do it. Ooh. Go somewhere! Oh, they got me this time. Oh my god. Blah. Alright, let's try to pay attention to where I'm going. I think to a degree I'm becoming like it's been a hard choice trying to walk that line, like who's more at fault. Everybody's doing terrible things, people are constantly hurting each other, killing each other, and you get a little saturated with it to a degree where it's like, well, I have to do something, so I gotta just pick a side and go with that side. And I don't want to entirely, like, if there's atrocities that we start committing, obviously I'm gonna stop. Like, if the people I'm here immediately with start trying to kill children in front of me or something, but can't really stay out of it. Gotta do something. I feel like I gotta help the elves as much as I can. I gotta give them... I gotta do what I can to give them a choice. Okay. Okay, I want to go from, like, over here, and, like... I don't think I... Dang it! Okay. Nope, not what I meant to do at all. I could Quen. Probably be pretty good.
Don't be gullible.
Okay. Well, that totally missed. Yeah, I knew you'd be coming. Ooh, there we go. And now you. Well, there's that. Nobody's sinking this barge.
I knew you'd partner with those hate-mongers mutants. Think yourself a hero, do you?
Leave her alone.
Sail away, and I'll burn these sluts alive!
We gotta help them.
We sail. Our women are prepared to die.
No, I'm not prepared to let them die. No, we gotta... Oh, come on. Do it. Do
But
it.
I'm not prepared to let murder happen.
Exactly.
I'm going ashore.
One.
Hey, gotta help them. Gotta save innocents where we can. Alright, and I think that's a pretty good spot to go ahead and wind the episode down. Please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this. Come back, and next time we are gonna do our best to save these poor women. Absolutely. I know Iorveth's willing to... What a hard thing to say. Our women are prepared to die. I don't doubt it. Well, I mean, some of their women probably are. Skoyatel women. The townswoman, not so much. I don't think he gets to speak for them, but... You know, this is one of those instances I'm saying. I'm going to stick along with the Scoia'tael. I'm going to help them overall, but I'm not going to stand by and just watch atrocities either. I'm going to go save these women.